Hello everyone, a very good evening and welcome back to my YouTube channel, The Powerhouse Ideas. In this video, we will be discussing about 4 stocks which are giving a very good closing and can be a very good swing trading opportunities. To come out with these stocks, it took me around scanning of 200 to 300 plus stocks, and after that I have cherry picked 4 special stocks with you. All this stock we will be discussing in detail that why I consider these stocks to be bullish. But before that, there is a link in the description box which is of my Telegram channel, wherein I keep on sharing analysis of stock for study purposes so that you can learn how to take entry, and after my analysis you can see the post performance of those stocks. So I request every one of you to kindly join. In the previous days we have caught up the movement by HAL. We have also got the movement by Balkrishna Industries, then by Dynamic Tech. There are so many profit making opportunities being shared in that Telegram channel which you should surely join. Now we'll be discussing about 4 stocks, why those stocks are bullish, what can be the probable stop loss, and we have included one special tool into our study, that is the Fibonacci tool, right? So now let us discuss the first stock. As in the front of your screen you can see the stock name is TWL, not AWL. AWL is some other company. First of all, let us see what is the overall pattern of the stock. This is the weekly time frame which you are able to see on your screen in front of you. You can see that the stock is at the all-time high. The stock is at the all-time high. I always say that don't buy the stock at resistance, but there is a bit of different patterns being formed over here. Let me tell you how. You can see that the stock, when came up over here, it formed a double top pattern and fault. But this time the stock got resistance from exactly the same area, but is forming a U pattern. It's forming a U pattern, and most importantly the candle close is very good. On weekly basis it is in higher highs and higher low pattern, moving up very swiftly with some good volumes. So on weekly this stock is very much bullish. Now let us move quickly to the daily time frame. We will be analyzing these stocks very quickly. I can see 2 patterns forming up over here, or you can say 3 patterns forming up over here. One is the volatility contraction pattern. You can see like this. One is the volatility contraction pattern. Third is the triple bottom pattern. You can see like this. And also a cup and a handle pattern, a kind of a cup and handle, but not exactly a cup and handle pattern, but a kind of a cup and a handle pattern can also be seen over here. Now what's best about this stock right now is it's taking support. It's taking support of its 23.6% Fibonacci level, and you can see a big Marubozu candle being formed in this stock. I can zoom it for you. You can see it over here. Like once you can see over here that stock got a rejection. Let me highlight that for you. The stock got a rejection once, twice, but now it has closed at the rejection area. This did not happen in the recent history. The stock has closed at the rejection area, and the best part is volume is coming. 1, 2, 3 volume spurts you can see very easily. So I'm very bullish about this stock. If you have to place a stop loss, the stop loss below will be below the swing low. Now what is the reason for keeping the stop loss? You can see the stock is forming a pattern like this. If you join the trend line will be somewhat like this. So if you keep a stop loss below this trend line, it will be a very safer stop loss. ठीक है, तो एंट्री यहाँ पे बनती है, but this is not a, you can say, call. This is just an analysis. That's why I'm discussing every stock in detail. Now let us move to the next stock. The next stock is GIC Housing Finance. I request all of you to kindly see the whole analysis. You will be able to learn a hell lot of things with me. Right, now we have moved to the GIC Housing Finance. I don't know about the fundamentals. One important disclaimer, I don't know about the fundamentals of the stock. I haven't had a look. Might be these stocks having a very bad fundamentals, so you need to consider it yourself, but these stocks are technically very sound. Now what is the reason of selecting this stock? Let me zoom out a bit and see what was happening in this stock exactly. The stock has been falling from a very long time, forming lower highs and lower lows. But this kind of pattern over here, was not formed anywhere over here. The stock has created somewhat kind of a base and creating a inverted head and shoulder pattern over here and also giving us a breakout. Let me show you the breakout. You can see it over here. You can see it over here very clearly. The stock, after forming an inverted head and shoulder pattern, is giving a breakout. And the good part is volume is also increasing. Stock has also closed above 0.5, means 50% Fibonacci level, which is also a good sign. And the closing of the candle is also very good. We have a very smaller wick on the upside, means the bull have been able to close at the place where they were able to take the price to, means they have closed at the highest price, right? Now let us move to the daily time frame. On the daily time frame, try to analyze candle by candle. I have shown you an inverted head and shoulder pattern, which you can see it over here also, with a bit of more noise. Obviously, when we see in a weekly chart, the noise is very less, but in the daily the noise increases for but obvious reasons. Now try to analyze this cluster over here, this small cluster over here. You can see when the stock was rising up from here, 1 2 3 4 5 6 kind of indecision candles were there, in which the wicks were more on the upside or the downside. Like in this candle, after 6 days, this stock has formed a very good candle. And all these candles, indecision candles, also had some volume in it, means accumulation or some transactions were going at this level, right? Now it has comfortably broken above a particular level, that is this yellow level, which was earlier working as a resistance. So this entire area has also been closed and the price is able to close above this. And the good part, I have already told you that it's bouncing from a 50% Fibonacci level. The first target shall be this area because this was one of the resistance, and the ultimate target can be the next Fibonacci level, that is 38.6 ka 38.2 ka Fibonacci level. Now what can be the efficient stop loss? We'll try to zoom in a bit and see what can be a probable stop loss. This candle over here, this one, the candle formed like this candle over here, the low of this candle can be a good stop loss. Why? Because we can see a lot of buying pressure from this area. So means if the stock closes below this area, the buying pressure or the bulls region will be broken and the bears would be in control. So it will be like a right decision to keep a stop loss below this area. So this is also another stock which I am bullish on for the coming week. Now let us move to the next stock. The next stock is Igarashi Motors. Okay, Igarashi or Igarashi, how do you pronounce it? I don't know, but I pronounce it as Igarashi Motors, right? Now let us move to the weekly time frame first. Now see what's happening in the stock. Same as we saw in the previous stock, the stock was falling with a good speed and it was a big fall. After that, the stock created a double bottom, means a kind of base got created. And after that, the stock is moving above this area only. And over here, the stock is kind of forming a U pattern, or you can say a small rounding bottom pattern. Another good part is that the stock has closed above 61.8% Fibonacci level. At least this stock should reach this area. This is 50% Fibonacci level and also the next major resistance. We can also see some volume spurts coming at the bottom of the screen, which is also positive for the stock. You can zoom in a bit and see the volume spurts. The volume was completely dried up in all this indecision area. Now let us break candle by candle. You can see when the stock gave a breakout of this indecision, it created two big weekly candles. Then it got sideways. Small doji started forming. Now the doji has been converted into a full bullish candle. A Marubozu candle. A Marubozu candle is a candle without wicks. And the good part is volume is also increasing. Okay, this is the weekly chart. Now let us look at the daily chart and see what can we get over here. See, I told you that the stock, I have always told you in the previous videos as well, that when a stock creates a parabolic move, don't run behind the stock. Either the stock will create a price correction or a time correction. Stock has sufficiently created a good base. After creating a good base, it has started creating higher highs and higher lows. With a good rejection on the downside, the stock has able to close near its highs. That is a bullish sentiment, and the volume has also significantly increased. Now, what can be a healthy stop loss for us? For very short-term traders, a healthy stop loss can be below this region. Why below this region? Because we saw some bullish pressure over here, some bullish buying over here, and some indecision candles over here. So if the stock closes below this region, the second stop loss can be this, and below this it will be totally bearish, right? Let us move to the last stock for today, but not the least. This is also very important. Let us quickly move on to the weekly time frame. Same story, that the stock has fallen a bit, a lot of price has been fallen, and the stock from the highs has fallen down to approximately more than, you can say, it has fallen from a high of 721. But I'm not targeting the all-time high, but I'm just targeting a small swing trade over here. So after falling, the stock has created a base over here. You can see this was the low, and after that the stock is raising above only, and this again got a good base over here, right? After that, there is some bullish pressure along with some good volume. The stock is getting rejection from the downside from the 23.6 Fibonacci level. This is a good thing. Why I have included Fibonacci? Because sometimes we ignore these things and a breakout fails. So to ensure that the breakout does not fail, the probability stays in our favor, I have included this Fibonacci tool this time. Now let us break down this chart into candle by candle structure. You can see when the stock broke out from this long, you can say, consolidation after a good candle, then again a good candle, the stock again went sideways. Now again the stock has broken out and sustaining above that level, and the good part is that the volume has also started coming in. Let us quickly move to the daily time frame and see what is there to see for us on the daily time frame. You can see very clearly that after stock giving a parabolic move, created a pattern like this, means it went sideways, or you can say time correction was happening, and then a big breakout with big volume. Again, the stock went above the 23.6 Fibonacci level, came down for a retest, a perfect retest, and the stock has started moving up with volume. Another important thing which I can see it over here right now while discussing with you is when the stock gave a breakout, the volume rised. When the stock came back for a retest, the volume significantly fall. Now again, the volume has risen with the increase in price on the upside. And the candle is also a bullish candle with a very small wick on the upside. It's bouncing above this level. So keeping a stop loss below this level will be a very short-term stop loss. And if you want to keep it positionally for a longer time period, you can keep a stop loss below this area, because this area was also a kind of a double bottom area. Means twice the bulls were present over here. So keeping a stop loss below this low of this double bottom will be a healthy stop loss. So these are the 4 stocks which seems to be very bullish to me for the next week. I hope every one of you enjoyed this video. If you did, kindly tell me in comments if any of these stocks was in your radar, and also tell me the performance of the stock in the coming weeks. Let us see how this stock performs, and keep on learning, guys, because learning is very important. And if you haven't liked this video till now, you should, because taking out these 4 stocks take a lot of time to like scan 200 to 300 plus stocks and then come up with 4 best bullish stocks. Most importantly, you should subscribe the channel, also share this video with your friends so that they can also understand the way how to analyze the stock. And don't forget to join the Telegram channel. The link will be available in the description box. I'll see you guys in the next video. Till that time, take care. Bye-bye.